Mossad is not just an intelligence service, it is a symbol of precision, daring, and fearlessness. Around the world, it has been called the most feared spy agency, capable of striking at any time in any place. Its reputation was built not only on gathering secrets, but on operations that changed history. In this episode, we explore two of its most legendary missions. One brought justice to a Nazi war criminal who believed he had escaped forever. The other stunned the world with a rescue that seemed impossible. At the end of World War II, many Nazi leaders escaped justice. They fled across Europe, using false identities and secret escape routes known as ratlands. South America became a safe haven for these fugitives, with Argentina offering them shelter. Among those who vanished was Adolf Eichmann, the man responsible for organizing the deportation of millions to concentration camps. For years he lived quietly, believing his past was buried. But Mossad never forgot his crimes. Their hunt for Eichmann became a matter of honor and history. Adolf Eichmann was not a soldier on the battlefield, he was the bureaucrat of genocide. He arranged the trains, signed the documents, and ensured the Holocaust's machinery ran smoothly. Survivors described him as cold and calculating, a man who carried out mass murder with a pen. After the war, he slipped away, living under a false name in Buenos Aires. But whispers reached Israel, rumors that one of Hitler's top men was alive. Mossad sent investigators, determined to confirm the truth. Their patience and persistence would pay off. For weeks, Mossad agents staked out Eichmann's house. They watched him leave work, ride the bus, and walk home along the same dark road each evening. On May 11, 1960, the team moved in. As Eichmann stepped off the bus, he was tackled to the ground and forced into a waiting car. The capture was quick, silent, and shocking. Eichmann was held in a safe house until Mossad found a way to fly him out. The world had no idea that one of the greatest manhunts of the 20th century had just ended. Mossad smuggled Eichmann out of Argentina disguised as an airline worker. Weeks later, Israel announced the impossible. Eichmann was in their custody and he would stand trial. The news stunned the world. Survivors of the Holocaust were able to see one of its architects brought to justice. Broadcast globally, the trial exposed the horrors of the Nazi system in chilling detail. In 1962, Eichmann was executed, the only time Israel has carried out a death sentence. Mossad had shown the world that justice has no borders. 16 years later, Mossad faced a very different crisis. On June 27, 1976, an Air France flight from Tel Aviv was hijacked. Armed terrorists took control of the plane, eventually diverting it to Entebbe, Uganda. The hijackers separated Jewish and Israeli passengers from the rest, raising fears of a massacre. Over 100 hostages sat trapped in a foreign airport, thousands of kilometers from home. Israel faced an impossible choice: negotiate with terrorists or attempt something far riskier. Once again, Mossad began working in the shadows. The hijackers had a powerful ally, Uganda's dictator Idi Amin. A former friend of the West, Amin had turned ruthless, offering his full support to the terrorists. His soldiers guarded the hostages inside Entebbe airport. Time was running out as the terrorists set deadlines for executions. Israel could not afford failure, but the distance made a rescue seem impossible. Mossad quickly gathered intelligence, floor plans of the terminal, movements of Ugandan soldiers, even details about the terrorists themselves. Every piece of information could mean the difference between life and death. The plan that emerged seemed straight out of a movie. Israeli commandos would fly thousands of kilometers, land under the cover of night, and storm the terminal. To gain surprise, they even brought a black Mercedes identical to Idi Amin's, hoping to fool guards into lowering their defenses. Meanwhile, Mossad gathered intelligence from African contacts, former workers at the airport, and even construction blueprints. Every risk was considered. Every second would matter. What seemed impossible was about to become reality. On the night of July 4, 1976, 4 Israeli planes landed in Entebbe. Commandos raced out, using the fake motorcade to approach the terminal. In just 90 minutes, the building was stormed, terrorists killed, and hostages freed. The mission was a stunning success, but it came at a cost. Commando leader Yonatan Netanyahu was killed in action. His sacrifice turned him into a national hero. For the hostages, freedom had arrived in a hail of gunfire. For the world, Israel had just demonstrated military genius. From the capture of Adolf Eichmann to the raid at Entebbe, Mossad built a reputation unlike any other. It showed that time, distance, and borders could not protect enemies of Israel. The message was clear. Whether it was justice for the past or protection of the present, Mossad would act decisively. To this day the agency remains shrouded in mystery, its methods often hidden, but its impact undeniable. These missions cemented Mossad's place in history as the world's most feared spy agency.